What we've pulled out here today is our most famous crazy quilt, I think one of the most famous in the world. It's actually titled My Crazy Dream. The maker, Mrs. Ricard, embroidered that on the quilt with her name. We also have this fabulous image of Mrs. Ricard here. I think I've seen that on one other quilt in all my time that I've worked with quilts.
Crazy quilts arose in the last quarter of the 19th century. Crazy quilts represented this big shift in quilt making where quilts came out of the bedroom and into the parlor. They became decorative objects that were intended to be looked at more than used. It's hard to overstate what a phenomenon crazy quilts were. People would write letters to the editor, angry about women and their insatiable lust for fabric and how it needed to be stopped. Tailors had to stop giving out samples because women would never come back to buy actual fabric. There were poems and songs written about crazy quilts. I don't think anything like that has happened in quilting since.
It's dated over a 35-year span. The real irony is that it's not finished. It's actually not backed. When we talk about, you know, your high-end typical crazy quilt elements, this has it. You see the fans in the four corners, the spider web with the full spider and the fly, three-dimensional forms on there, all of the different imagery. And then every single piece of fabric, she went back and added more stitching to it. It's like she just couldn't quit.